Thank you so much for checking out this free video. If you don't mind, please click like and subscribe.
Wanted a one-on-one match. He said, this should be a normal title match. But Hangman said that MJF is scared, but he'll give him a stipulation to get him to agree, which is if he doesn't win, he'll never challenge for it again.
Ever. It was not just for this title reign. He would never challenge for the title again.
Isn't it in the AEW handbook that you're never supposed to go full Cody Rhodes on this thing?
Man, you know what's so funny about it? It's like when it was done, it was like he better win the title.
Yeah, it feels like a little bit of a giveaway.
Yeah, well, maybe that's the idea. Is that like it's like you want to see a title change, but by him saying that he better win the title, because if they do that. And then they, if he doesn't win and he can never challenge for the title, that's really bad booking for the long term, because he's a young guy and he's one of their top guys, and he is the top baby face in the company right now. So to put that, Cody did it, and it was giant.
And he kind of earned that promo of the year award as well.
Freaking, he was great. I mean, Max is always great, but he was great tonight.
Yeah,
he was the better of the two, but the thing, it's like they did that with Cody Rhodes, and the thing about that, and you try to learn from this, is that when Cody Rhodes did it, and granted they were a new company at the time, but that stip failed. They did what I think was the lowest buy rate in the history of the company. It might have been the second lowest, but it might have been the lowest. I think it was the lowest. But with that stip, which I thought when Cody and Jericho did that match with that stip, I thought that Cody's thing, number one, I thought that he had to win, which he didn't. But I thought that that stip would really boost the pay-per-view number, and in fact it did not. And there's I just remember it was a tough night and there was a lot of reasons for it, but the reality is that nobody bought the stip. And when it was over and it was like, what does this mean? It's like nobody bought the stip because they've done stips like this in WWE and people don't believe it because they've always been lied to. And in reality, as soon as Cody lost, all I kept hearing is, oh, this is great, this is wonderful, I can't wait for Cody to break the stip. And the whole thing with AEW was they didn't want to break stips. So they, you know what I mean? And Cody, so it was just a disaster.
Yeah.
So I think MJF has to win. I think he has to win here.
Well, you mean Hangman?
I'm sorry, Hangman. I'm absolutely Hangman. Hangman has to win. If
Hangman doesn't win, he's like the longest ever TNT Continental National Trios champion of all time, whatever it is.
Yeah, but it's like not taking advantage of the fact that he's the top babyface. I mean, granted, I think that Will become the top babyface when he comes back, but you can't count on, Will's doing these great promo packages and everything, but you can't count on, you know what I mean? You just don't know.
Well, the one thing about Hangman is he hasn't been the greatest champion when he's actually gotten it, but he's the fantastic chaser of the title. So you actually lose that part more than anything.
Well, if he has the right opponent, I mean, when he fought Kyle Fletcher, it was fantastic. It's just, you need to have the opponent set up. And see, this time with the Swerve turn, you've got Swerve back as a heel as an opponent. You got MJF. You got Andrade, who's a heel, right? I don't know if you want to go with him and Kenny Omega, but you can because they've teased that match.
Yeah, you can totally do it.
Right. He it's like in the Will Ospreay's coming back. It's like whoever the champion is, and it could change, honestly, with all the different challengers. I think before the end of this year well, number one, I think that Page has to win. I think that Omega should win at some point, especially with all these losses. I don't know that Swerve should win the title this year, but he, at some point, obviously he should. And if he did win the title, that's fine too. I mean, if you go to Page to Swerve to Omega to Ospreay, it's a lot, but maybe this is the year to do that. You know what I mean? When you have so many challengers, there's no, it doesn't have to be 9-month championship runs. I think they got, whatever it is. I think that the main event booking, I think Tony probably has his main event booking done for the year. And if not, I think it's not hard to do. You know, I mean, it's just there's so many people that you can put in there, and so
It's got to have a plan B though for the Ospreay thing.
Well, you got to have a plan B because someone can get hurt and will, so that's the deal. But I think that as far as like having a plan A, I think that he could, I think you could sit there and book the entire year out. I mean, you may have to make changes here and there, but there's guys, and you can always, you always can put Fletcher in there. You always can put Takeshita in there, or Okada in there to headline a pay-per-view. John Moxley at any time. You know what I'm saying? It's like Andrade, you can get up there for one pay-per-view main event. Swerve, certainly, it's like, you could do pay-per-views. You could sit here right now and do pay-per-views for 18 months, no problem.
Have you grabbed your F4WOnline.com shirt yet? Well, we got a bunch of them. They're up in the store right now. F4WOnline.com/shirts. You can grab your -5 stars shirt, your Dave Meltzer Wrestling Observer shirts, even the brand new After Dark Radio shirt. You love Granny? We have Granny's Gang shirts. Have you ever won a shoot battle royal? Probably not, but you can tell people you did. So check out the store. All of these great shirts and more. It's through Pro Wrestling Tees. F4WOnline.com/shirts. That's F4WOnline.com/shirts.